Ladies and gentlemen, mabibi na mabwana, welcome to yet another Auschidys Trust Show where we discuss matters disability inclusion. Wait a minute. I think we can make that our memory verse. Where we discuss matters disability inclusion. Today we are honored and privileged to have a wonderful, courageous family in the house. But before I ask them to introduce themselves, I will ask the Auschidys Trust founder, Mr. Martin Kilavi, to say hello to us and also to welcome us to this show.
Thank you, Maureen. Thank you for having us this afternoon.
Yes.
It's a nice day for us to be here. We are humbled. We are bold enough to come and share our stories. Yeah, and we are happy to be in the show. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Viewers, as I said earlier, today we are honored to have a very wonderful family in the show. And I will ask the father of the house to introduce the family to us. Welcome, sir.
Good evening. I'm Mutembei Mukeda, and this is our story. On my right, it's my firstborn daughter, Irene Mombi. Next is my spouse, Masi Gatwiri, and last but not the least, Peace McKenna, born daughter.
Wow.
Welcome.
Thank you very much, Mama. Thank you to the show.
Okay, thank you so
Yes,
much.
you're blessed to have you around.
Karibu sana.
Pleasure. Asante.
So viewers, we are here today to talk about Mumbi's story. Mumbi is daughter to Mr. Samuel Mutembei and Mrs. Mutembei. And Martin, you'll be surprised.
Yes.
I work in the same organization with Mr. Mutembei. We've actually worked together for 4 years.
Wow.
And I never knew that he had a child with a condition.
Okay.
Up until he started watching our shows.
The Auschidys
Yes,
show.
the Auschidys show.
Okay.
And that's how we started the conversation.
Oh, that's good.
And so I think we are in a good place.
Yes.
Because we are able to now to know, so much about, other families and what is happening around
Absolutely.
us. I didn't know actually.
Oh.
Yeah, and when we talked, we did the first conversation.
Yes.
He told me, okay, let me go to talk to my wife.
Okay.
If she accepts, fine. And so, Mrs. Mutembei, I am so honored. Thank you very much for saying yes to our call.
Thank you so much.
And you said no, we wouldn't be here today.
Yeah. So things have been
I'm humbled.
have started happening.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The more the people should continue subscribing
Yes.
to the Auschidys Trust Show, because you can see when we get involved, all of us, then we get to learn more about disability. We get to learn more about how we interact with children living with disability, and also, Maureen, their families.
Yes. So what you're trying to say is that we're trying to encourage people to continue, watching the shows, because I wouldn't have known. You can imagine 4 years working with someone like Mutembei, and I didn't know. So it's a good thing, and we're encouraging the others to continue doing so, because by doing so, we'll continue enlightening. Yes. So, Mama McKenna, Mama Mombi, kindly take us through Mumbi's story.
Okay. Viewers, as you have heard, I'm Masi, the mother of two. Mama Mombi, my firstborn, and McKenna, my secondborn. And I believe we'll be blessed with more.
Amen to that. I like that. Mutembei, umesikia?
That's it now.
Okay, my husband told me about the issue. She had actually asked me to watch. There's another video I watched of your show.
Wow, thank you.
And she told me, this lady is Maureen, and she told me that she would like to host us with Mumbi. And, Mumbi has been through struggles. I can't deny that. But if at all it can benefit someone else, I couldn't deny coming.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
It could be my honor and pleasure.
Thank you. That's the reason we're here. Yes.
Mumbi's journey has not been easy. Mumbi was born back in 2015 on 23rd. It was on a Thursday, I can't forget, at around 1. That's when I experienced some changes.
Yes.
Actually, I was teaching. I was in school, just in my career.
So you're a teacher?
I'm a teacher.
Wow.
I teach at Machakos Baptist Secondary School.
Wow.
A teacher of English and literature. And I know how to deal with the kids. So I experienced some challenges. So when I had, I think 15 days remaining to my DD, to my date, delivery. And I remember I was a BOM teacher by then. So I just went to school as normal. And then when I visited the toilet, I can't shy from saying that.
Yes.
I noticed that there was a problem. I just rushed to my principal, who was a very friendly teacher. I was teaching at Maua area, that region. It's called Igembe North. I told my principal this is happening, and actually she offered to give me her car. I was rushed to the hospital. And when I went there, although at times I tend to blame the nurses, you know, when you are not enlightened and when you are not very much aware about the things, at times you are naive about everything.
Yes.
So I went to the hospital. It's called Maua Methodist Hospital, and the checkup went on as normal, and I was told I'm not yet. But I thank God, another nurse came through, and she said, I don't like being told. I like doing it myself. So this nurse came through, and she checked as normal. The women will know. And I heard her shout, endocytrum has taken place. I couldn't tell what was endocytrum, so I don't know whether even that's the pronunciation actually. And she said that it was an emergency CS. So the CS was done very fast. And I exited the labor ward, the theater room at around 3. Things were normal. Things were very usual. Until when we went home, and after 2 months, that's when we realized that there was something wrong with Irene, that is Mombi. Because this time she could not hold her neck, she could not stand on her legs, and for a first-time mother, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
I can imagine.
So the parents realized, my mother-in-law and my mother realized that there was something wrong, and that's when the medication came in. We went to see a doctor for the first time, and the speculations took place. So the doctor said there was a problem with, I don't know, the calcium levels and all that. I think that the parents who are associated with this can relate. She was under medication for like 5 months, roughly 3 months, 4 months there. And I remember one doctor, Dr. Muturi, who said that he would like to refer us. And he referred us to, was it Mpisha? Yes, Mpisha. But we opted for Gertrude's. But before then, we decided to visit another doctor whom I wouldn't like to mention his name. This doctor was so ruthless. Actually, you know, at times you become so inquisitive. You want to know much about your child.
Yes.
I asked a lot of questions. And then he was like irritated by my questions. And he said that I seem to know a lot. He told me actually, assume it's something hereditary. What are you going to change?
No.
Unless you go ahead and change the husband. Actually,
No.
that's what he told me.
What?
Are you
Yes.
for real?
Yes.
Man,
I remember.
This is happening in our country. Someone is in a situation and then you start, you know.
And that's a doctor.
Yes, and doctor, he is a qualified pediatrician actually.
And he advised you to go and get another husband?
So you know, as a mother, I will
Yes.
ask questions. So
Yes.
I asked a lot of questions, and then he told me, "You seem to know a lot. Assume it's a genetic thing. Unless you go ahead and change the husband." We were with the mother-in-law that time, and the mother-in-law was very mad. Then we opted to seek for further checkups. So we went to Gertrude's in 2016, and a number of checkups were taken. We were taken through a number of checkups. And I remember back then Irene was around 6-7 months.
Yeah.
And I don't remember, echo was done. Then we were
Thyroid.
told thyroid test also was done, which is very expensive also. You remember, you know, we are jobless this time. And God is good, my husband had gotten a certain NGO job, which was not very good also. We were staying at home. For me, I was jobless, and I could not even seek for a BOM employment because now the baby was in a real problem. So remember, we had already taken the supplements. I remember that time we were being financed by our parents. My father, I think my late father-in-law was so much into it. And we were taking actually the baby was taking medication of 7,000 every week, every month. 7,000. The calcium supplements.
Wow.
I remember there was epilim. There's a syrup, epilim syrup. You know, there is a time they were saying that he is undergoing, I don't know what we call them, these conversions. Not a severe conversion. What do we, is it seizures?
Yes.
Something of the sort.
Yes.
Because even at the press of a button, she could just get perturbed by that.
Yes.
Alikuwa anashtuka tu every now and then.
Yes.
So the baby was under epilim. When we went to get rooms, the doctor was very mad about it. I thank Dr. Doreen Karimi. That's the lady I found there.
Okay.
She said we should stop the medication with immediate effect because it could bring long-term problems to the
Yes,
baby.
yes.
That is the epilim syrup. And then they ran those number of tests, and there was a proposal of a test to be taken to India. That was
Karyotyping.
Karyotyping. This doctor told us that it's not available in our local. I don't remember whether she said it was not available in our local hospitals. So, and then later on she called us and told us, I can see you are young parents. And I don't know whether if this test goes to India, you are going to change anything. Even if the results comes positive or negative. If it's something permanent, you are not going to change anything. So akatuambia tu, meanwhile, you can just stay with the baby. Do all what you can to her. But if maybe in future you want to do the karyotyping, then you can do it. Because that time it was costly to us. Up to date, we have not done it.
It's called, sorry,
Karyotyping.
Karyotyping.
It was to test, I don't know, the
number
DNA,
of
the
chromosomes,
chromosomes.
huh?
Something to do with chromosomes.
Yes.
Because they were saying that it seems, you know, I'm telling you it's speculations. Because the first doctor said there was a problem with the calcium.
Yes.
Levels.
Later on, he said he is noticing something fishy, like the baby is having Down syndrome, which is they say she's syndromic. I don't know what the kind of syndrome. So the Down syndrome. Then the doctor who was telling us about the genetic issue was saying it's a mild CP. After get rooms, we were advised to go for therapies, and that's where our journey began.
Yes.
The healing journey began there.
Yes.
So we started the therapies in our local, in our neighboring hospitals. We were going to a general hospital, a level 4 hospital within our area. So the baby was taken through a number of therapies. I can't even say how many because she started when she was barely 7 months. And she was able to try to sit down at one and around 2 months. That's when she was trying to sit down.
Usually it's 6 months.
Yeah.
After 6 months, yeah?
Yes. And
So
remember,
here there's a delay.
Yes.
yes, she had those delayed milestones. And again, she could not also give the social smile. You know, when a kid is around 2 months, 1 month, she can smile, she can follow things when you show it. She couldn't do that. So we began our journey, the journey of therapies. Then she went through it, actually, and we were able to maneuver. She was able to sit down properly, although under a severe therapeutic process, because she had a corset that was tied on her back. There's a time we even thought she had scoliosis, something of the sort, until we took her to Kijabe, because it was like her backbone had a curvature.
Oh, okay.
So she started sitting down. We went to Kijabe. We couldn't stop there. We thought that there was a problem with the bones because she could not even stand. Actually, she was moving with her buttons. I'm sorry to say, until this part bulged.
Okay.
Bone.
Yes.
Because of the hands.
Yes.
We were told that
And you see at that point, our body is also forming.
Yes.
Yes.
We were told it's because of the force that she applies. So she was applying more force on the left side because alikuwa na move na hiyo mkono.
Yes.
So this part bulged. But later on, when she started walking, because at around 3 years, that's when she started standing up with support and moving around the house. And later on, the curvature, the bulging of the chest reduced. Up to now, you can't see it.
Thank God nothing was affected, the organs.
Nothing. Actually, she has been through echo. We have done echo, I think, thrice. They're on tests for the last 6 years now. And everything, we do it annually.
Wow.
And everything is normal.
That's impressive.
Everything is normal, up to date.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
That's our story.
At this point, Maureen, I must say something. This couple, you're fairly young parents, but congratulations. I'm so proud of you. You've done pretty well. And I love the energy you have, the vibe you have about your daughter. You love your daughter so much. I can feel it. I can feel the energy, Mr. and Mrs. Mutembe. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
keep
you
it
so
up.
much.
This is something that I will not take for granted.
Yes.
Because I know the journey is tough, but you're tougher than the journey.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Yes.
And for the first time, we kept quiet. For like, I didn't realize. I'm telling you, Mrs. Mutembe is talking as if she's a doctor.
Yes.
I'm hearing, I don't know
And
what.
you're so
I can't
informed.
even, my goodness. You guys are so informed.
At times, the situation forces you.
Yes. We like your positive energy.
Yes.
Mutembe, I like your positive energy. They have, for us who are quiet, for so long, we have just watched, listen to them. That's so educative, it's so informative. And I'll echo his words. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We are so proud.
Thank you so much.
You're doing so well. Viewers, leo tumepatikana. Tuko na madaktari in the house. Yeah, wonderful couple doing an amazing job. And so you've heard about Mumbi's journey up to this far. But allow us to go for a commercial break. We'll be right back. Dear viewers, welcome back to the show. And remember, we are talking about Mumbi's journey. Martin, what do you have to say about this journey?
Wow, Maureen, I heard, is it cyclopedia, something? They are so informed, I don't even know where to start. I don't embarrass myself. But I'm kind of interested to know more. And Daddy,
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. I want you to know that again.
Thank you.
But share with us, tell us something to do with the community. Begin even with your families, the two of you.
Yeah.
How is Mumbi received? How is she treated? Can you share some light about that?
Okay.
Yes.
Both families took the challenge positively.
Yes.
Mumbi is our favorite from both families.
Wow.
From the mother's side
Yes.
and from my side.
I'm so happy to hear
She's the
that.
favorite.
Yes.
We love her.
Yes.
We appreciate her as she is. And we know we are going to make her life better.
Yes.
Though during the first days it was not easy. It was challenging. At times I was so down. But God had prepared me in a way. You know, God works in ways we cannot understand as men. Before Mumbi was born, I was jobless. 1 month after, I got 2 jobs on a single day.
Wow.
One in Nairobi, the other one in Meru.
Wow.
By then, we never knew that Mumbi had any complication.
Yes.
But just gone direct and don't be in Nairobi, you have a young family, go back to Meru. I went back to Meru. It was an NGO. Coincidentally, the NGO
Yes.
was working with the children who are just like Mumbi.
Okay.
And out of that, I got a lot of encouragement. Things just flew the normal way. I came across the children. That's why I knew about the therapy, because we were taking care of the therapies for these children.
Yes.
Their diet, because in a way these children, their diets are special. Maybe because of the digestion issues or because of
Triggers.
such issues. So we picked it up very fast. Within no time,
Good.
Mombi was on her diet, she was on therapy, and the rest is history. Mombi is now walking. In fact, Mombi came to walk after 3 years.
When you talk about therapy,
Yeah.
can you expound to the viewer, what are you referring to? What is therapy?
Now, let me put it in Swahili.
Yes.
Or how people understand it best. Mazoezi. Ushago tunaitanga mazoezi. Ile kukanda mtoto.
Yes.
Most of these children, viungo zao, they are not flexible.
Yes.
And the more you handle your child,
Yes.
the more mtoto anajikunja.
Yeah.
The more you take him or her to the therapist,
Yes.
the more viungo zake zinakuwa flexible. You know, we were created to be, we are mobile. But hawa watoto most of the times unapata wamenyamaza. Pengine mzazi amemfungia kwa nyumba, ameenda kazi. It may not be their wish.
Yes.
But bwana imepotea.
So do you think it's okay? But do you think therapy
works?
Therapy works.
Yeah, therapy works.
Are you advocating and are you telling the other parents to take their children out for
In
therapy?
fact, I would encourage anyone,
Yes.
such a child,
Yes.
to take the children for therapies. I've seen therapists work. I've
Yes.
seen worse children, or
Yes.
children who are maybe more challenged
Yes.
than Mobi, but they are doing well.
They respond to it.
Yeah.
Mr. Mutembei, watu wanaenda kutafuta therapy wapi? Where do they find the therapy? Where is the therapist?
Therapists are in level, all our county government hospitals, level 4, level 3, level 5.
Okay.
In fact, when we relocated from Meru
Yes.
to Machakos,
Yes.
so we had to relocate our therapy services to Machakos level 5.
Yes.
Those within Machakos,
Yes.
Kajiado,
Yes.
can visit Machakos level 5.
Yes.
Those within Meru or any other place,
Yes.
therapists are there and they are paid by the government. You don't pay anything, they are free.
Wow. It's free.
It's free.
Maureen, did you hear that?
That is good
It's
news.
free.
So it's an issue of a parent taking the initiative and taking their children to a level 5 or level 4 hospital.
Yes.
The therapist is going to be
And
there.
do it
Are you assuring us that?
Yes. I've seen it work.
It's good
Both in
news.
Meru and Machakos.
And in Machakos.
Yes.
And so is the other, all the 47 counties.
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
And our show is watched, Maureen, beyond this country. So even the parents who have children, who are blessed with children with disability, you heard it for yourself. Check from your country, check from your hospital facilities, and ask for a therapist. That is what Mr. Mutembei, who is a parent to, how old is your daughter?
6.
To a 6-year-old child, has advised us. They have seen good results in that. And so we also echo the same. Let's visit our health facilities and request for a therapist to check and attend to our children. So, another question I want to ask you, Mr. Mutembei.
Yes.
I want us to go back to the community.
Yeah.
And I want to understand, how is the community treating the children with disability? Are they receptive? Do they invite Mombi for birthdays or graduations? Is the society inclusive?
At times they invite her, and we take the initiative to take her there.
Yes.
Though it may be challenging,
Yes.
but we try. They really try to accommodate her.
Yes.
At times some understand, others maybe they have a negative view about her, but we as the parents, we are ready to support her. Whenever she wants to go, we'll walk the journey with her.
Okay, Mama Mumbi, what do you have to say about gatherings when Mumbi is invited for birthdays? How is it receptive? A reception, is the community receptive, the other families? Do they treat her well? Do they have the knowledge of how to treat her?
According to me, the
Yes.
society is not very accommodative. Because Mumbi may not be maybe similar to the regular kids.
Yes.
And she may require maybe special attention. Let's say maybe, for birthdays. We have the cakes, the sweets, all
Yeah.
those
Yes.
sweet stuffs.
Yes.
Mumbi cannot take them.
Yes.
So if she is invited there, unless to cause distraction, if I can say, she's this kind of a kid that will not take anything sugary.
She's not allowed to.
She isn't allowed.
Or
Not even
it's herself.
herself.
Oh.
Even if I give her this juice, she'll just sip and then spit.
And that's a good thing.
She doesn't like anything sugary. Again, she doesn't know how to chew. She might seem to have the teeth, but she doesn't know how to chew. So if I am invited, maybe, or if she is invited for birthdays, I'll take her, yes. Maybe for the parent to think, not to think, Mama Mumbi anapenda kuweka watoto wake, she feels special. At times they may think so. So I will take her, and because I know she won't eat, within a few minutes I exit. Again, maybe what she may do, they may term it as nuisance to them. Mumbi atakuja angusha hizi
A little bit jumpy.
all jumpy. She'll jump all over actually. She'll crush all the plates around. Kama ni hizo cakes and what have you, she might even dismantle the cake. Yes. So personally, I may not be in a position of taking her. I may not be very free. Yes.
You just said something. Maureen, allow me to ask. You said Mombi doesn't know how to chew.
Yes.
So how do you give her food? How do you?
I mash.
Oh, you mash.
I mash, I blend. Yes. Because she has to eat everything that a normal kid eats. She has to take a balanced diet. If I want her to take, let's say, for us the Marians, we like kama ni jahe, lazima ikue kwa chakula. We believe jahe are the
Yes.
best. Now, because the corn is kind of tough to chew,
Yes.
and kiswalo, maybe it might irritate her.
Yes.
And again, her digestion has a problem.
Yes.
So I mash and blend.
Okay.
If it's a liver she has to take, I have to blend. If it's meat, any kind of meat, rent, I have to use my fingers. I separate
Yes.
to a tiny thing yenye ataweza kumeza. Yes, and that's how she eats everything.
Every day.
Yes. Every day.
Religiously.
What
Religiously.
Yes.
You guys.
What are
You
they?
guys, I salute you.
Grace
You're
is
special.
sufficient.
You guys, I salute
The
you.
grace is
I'm
sufficient.
so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you, sir. Wow.
So do you get the stares? We had a parent in the earlier sessions, Mama Harry,
Yes.
who told us
Oh, yeah.
anytime she's out with Harry, people are staring. And she was
Yes.
telling people,
Yeah, to people-
stop staring at us. If you can't do anything else, just wave at us. I mean, those stares.
There's a day I was so emotional. I cried actually.
Oh, no.
At Naivas supermarket. I'm from therapy. I was expectant. I came to Machakos when that is back in 2017. After my graduation, I graduated in 2017 and I came to Machakos. So I'm taking Mumbi for therapies. That is 2019.
2018.
Because I stopped when I was so heavy. That's when I stopped to take her. So there's this lady, Mumbi can't keep quiet. She's on my back and her legs are hitting me. You see, I'm not very tall.
Yes.
So her legs are almost near my knee.
Yes.
And there was a woman, she stared at the baby and she's like, wewe sasa, unabeba mtoto akikucheka. Why don't you put her down? Huyu mtoto acheze. You see? So I just thought maybe this woman is ignorant. Okay. At times before you say something, you should at least internalize it.
Yes.
So that it can hit to you. Maybe this kid has a problem. And again, maybe
As
you
in think before you speak.
Yes, before you speak.
Yeah.
So she told me to put the baby down. And again, when you go to the supermarket, unajua huwezi mshika tu. Na hata ukimshika, you have to be very careful. Because you might pay everything there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just looked at this lady and nikasema haki Mungu, let that day come when I will put Mumbi down because I'm not able to carry her all the time.
Martin, Mutembei, Mama, Mumbi, allow me to say this. Viewers, dear viewers, you've heard it for yourself. Please, please, let us be sensitive. Yeah. I mean, why do you just throw words like that? If you see such kind of, if you see, a parent carrying their kid and you do not understand why, if you could stop being judgmental, let us be slow to talking. At times we can be so insensitive even as a society.
Yeah, and you end up hurting.
Yes.
Hurting a person who's going through so much. And I think we need to be very sensitive, Maureen.
Yes.
And our viewers, we need to change the perception and the way we relate with caregivers and parents to these children. Let's see that we don't put so much pain in their hearts. It's wrong. Yeah. Mama Mumbi, that is what it is. And you're so brave, the two of you, and you'll go through it. It's okay. I want to ask a question, Maureen, if you allow me. I want to ask this question to this beautiful couple. Mumbi is your first born, and she comes out packaged the way she is. And I know that you were told a lot of things. I'm saying that because I've gone through it. Were you not afraid of trying the second time? That you didn't think the other child will come packaged the same way? Are you not afraid?
I think prayers and God holds you. Yes. If at all you understand who is God, if at all you know how to pray, yes, as human beings we are weak at times. You may ask a lot of questions. I was fearing. Actually, I had that phobia. Yeah. But other times I was like, now see, if God finds it good to give me this kid. Actually, there's someone who asked me, because you always complain. At times I was complaining. Who did you think that was the best to take care of this kid?
Yes.
Who else did you think?
God thought you are the best.
Who else did you think God could give this kid?
Yes.
And then I sat down and said, because there is a time I watched over the television and I saw a mother of 3 kids who had cerebral palsy. And I said, if God allows me to go through it, then who am I? I'll take it boldly.
But your second born has no issues.
She hasn't.
So are you telling the parents out there, aspiring parents, and the community at large, that you can have a regular child and you can have a child with disability from the same union?
Yes.
It's possible?
It happens. Yes,
it is possible.
Yeah. It happens.
So people should not be scared of it.
You shouldn't.
They should go ahead and have more children. Yeah?
Yes.
The first child or the second child should not discourage them. Are you telling them?
Yes. Although the saying says, once bitten, twice shy.
Yeah.
But still, some things I should not withdraw you from facing reality.
Yes. Even
if I live with Mumbi or even if you live with that kid who is disabled, nothing will change.
Nothing.
Just try. Our life is in the hands of
more.
God.
Daddy said have more.
Have more. Actually, it's the joy. Because in presence of McKenna, I've seen Mumbi improve. You'll find them fighting in the house. Fighting over potties.
Yes.
Fighting over plates.
Yes.
Fighting over everything. And you see, that's how it makes Mumbi aggressive. Ajue, hii ni yangu. Na ataipigania na atashinda McKenna.
So McKenna came to improve, in a way, to improve Mumbi's life.
Yes.
I like
and
that
she
courage.
loves her.
I love your courage.
She loves
Not
her
so many
so
people
much.
would have that kind of courage.
I'm so proud of this couple.
You guys, so inspirational.
Can I ask another question?
Yes.
And this one I'm going to ask Baba Mumbi.
Yes.
I've seen many parents, especially men, leave when a child comes like Mumbi came with a disability or something like that. What made you stay around?
It's by God's grace. But can I tell you something?
Yes.
If I'm given another child to replace Mumbi, whichever the case, I cannot accept.
Can you repeat that? Repeat that. Tell them.
I'm telling the viewers, if I'm given another child to replace Mumbi, I will not take it. I love her.
Let me cut you short. You're confirming.
I have to take a
Mutembei, you're special. You're confirming what you told me. I tell you, we're going for lunch, and then we bump into each other. And then somehow he requests to sit next to me, and I'm like, atuchezangi, we don't joke, atujazoeana vile, and then I'm like, oh, there must be something. So my office colleague who was seated next to me, Ed too. Do you remember? Akaamka.
Yes.
Then I sit next to him.
Yes.
Then we start this conversation. And I'm telling you, Mutembei told me the exact words. So we had this conversation about Mumbi, and I didn't know. Oh.
Yes.
And this time,
yes.
he didn't know, but I was fighting my tears. He didn't know, and I didn't want him to know.
Yes.
Yes, I didn't want him to know. So I'm fighting my tears, and he's so courageous, and he told me the exact words, that if you told me today to exchange Mumbi with another kid, I wouldn't. He told me, Maureen, I love that kid so much.
Yes.
And then he told me, I go to the supermarket with her, people are staring, I don't know people are doing what, and I don't care.
And she's so beautiful.
It's about
Mumbi. Look at your bless. She's so beautiful. She's so beautiful.
I never shared that story with anybody. Of course, confidentiality of this show,
yes.
so we don't share. Not even my desk mate.
You now.
Yes, not even my desk mate. Esther, sorry, I didn't tell you. No, the confidentiality. So I didn't talk to nobody about it. And I said, my goodness, what kind of a love? Father's love.
Sure.
Huh?
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Keep it up.
I will.
Keep it up.
As a colleague, I'm proud of you. As Auschidys show host, I'm very proud of you.
Hats off. I salute you. Yeah, and I guess our director is asking us to take another break. So please allow us, our viewers. We are going for another commercial as we process that, and then when we come back, we hear more. Thank you. Wow, so welcome back our viewers. This is the Auschidys Trust Show, and today we have this amazing couple, amazing family, Mr. and Mrs. Mutembei. Tunarudi tena, we sit down and we hear more about raising a special child. Mumbi is a special child today. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Maureen, I hijacked your show.
I like it. You did so well.
Yeah, so welcome back, guys. And in this session, I want to ask the challenges that you as parents have gone through so far in raising your daughter. Would you kindly share with us? Are there challenges that you've gone through?
Yeah, quite a number.
Yes.
First and foremost, everyone lives because you are feeding on something. You eat to live.
Yes.
And you live to eat.
Yes.
At the same time.
Yes.
What I have noticed with these kids, their diet is very expensive. Having delayed milestones, you have to be so committed to their diet. For one, they must eat a balanced diet like any other child for their normal life. Again, they have to take anything. Don't like kind of think because they are able differently. They cannot eat 1, 2, 3. So in our journey, diet has been quite a challenge, bearing in mind digestion system ya Mumbi as a problem. So we must have an inclusive kind of a diet with fruits, everything. And anytime that Mumbi eats, especially the legumes, if I can say, beans, the green grams, any other legume, she might constipate if she will have a bloated stomach if she doesn't take fruits. So fruits must be there every time. I remember telling you, my husband telling you last night she was unwell.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we had gone to our rural home, and unfortunately we were committed somewhere. We had a grave somewhere. So the house help, it's like akupea mtoto the fruits.
Oh.
And she had this
A
complication, a bloated stomach,
Okay.
which leads to vomiting and everything.
Yes.
So I think diet should be, because especially the people who are not able, I'm sorry to say, I may not be very able, but at least I can afford meals za huyu mtoto.
Yes.
But there's someone else somewhere, maybe what she can afford is just mandizi,
Yes.
na ndo anapea mtoto ama mchele. So this child, you will find, because of the poverty, they are not able to get the balanced diets,
Yes.
which is very expensive, bearing in mind the economic period that we are in.
Yes.
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 So diet is one. The other one, I remember I told you I have to blend her food.
Yes.
I believe I have seen other kids when you wako na mpaka the cerebral palsy, they don't chew. Mtoto wako na meno but he can't chew. So I thought of, assume there's another maybe young mother, or even maybe somebody who is not very young in the rural village. There's no electricity. He doesn't know what's a blender. How do they feed these kids? What do these kids eat? That's a total challenge. For me, I can afford maybe a blender. I will blend everything I want for this baby. But there's somebody else who cannot.
Who cannot afford.
So that one is a total challenge to these kids. The other one, I think I can say,
Medication.
It's medication.
Medication.
Medication. I thank God we have a cover, and I also have one. We survive because of the cover. But there's somebody else who doesn't have a formal job, who is not a government employee.
Yes.
How do they survive? Because NHIF
Yes.
may not cater for outpatients.
Yes.
So how do these kids survive? Because you'll find at tender age, they are very much exposed, especially to respiratory problems. I forgot to say Mombi had those issues until when she hit 5. That's when I think she has been able to overcome. When we relocated to Machakos, we have been admitted, I think, thrice.
Yeah.
Yes, because of respiratory problems. So assume we don't have this cover.
Yes.
What happens?
Disastrous.
It's disastrous. So medical is another problem. The other problem I can mention,
Diapers.
I think you can take over,
Yes.
the diapers.
The diapers.
It's another problem. I am a mother of 2. I buy diapers. Per week, they use diapers 680. That is when I buy kwa wholesale. And like, I remember like last week, they used to within 4 days.
That's quite
4
expensive.
days, yes, 4 days.
It's quite expensive.
So you can imagine somebody else who doesn't have a flow of maybe even 100 shillings per day. How do they survive? It's a problem. It's a real problem. So the other one, my husband talked of the therapy. Therapy, yes, it's free. I can't deny that. So the doctors will do it for free. But anytime you need a tool, let's say, I remember my baby had to have back slaps, zinatengenezangwa za kusimamisha mguu.
Assistive devices.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. She was supposed to use them na asimame kwa a stool. Unaona ile stool?
Yes.
Yes, asimame hapo akiwa
Yeah, I've
amefungwa.
seen that. Yeah, I
Yes,
know that.
using a bandage.
Yes.
So those things you have to buy. I remember there are others like we call them capots. There is another one that I think it was meant. It cost another 600. That's 600 shillings. It's not that easy to someone else.
Yes.
Inner soles, because
Yes.
my baby steps like this.
Yes.
Ni kama mguu haina these parts.
Yes.
So it has to. You have to dig into your pockets. A corset that helped her to sit. It went at around
4,500.
4,500. So these things are expensive. There's another shoe. I remember actually this doctor just liked me. Akanipea for free, but it was from outside Kenya. That shoe, he told me if I have to purchase, it will go around 6,000.
Wow.
So you can see, if it's just a normal person.
So parents, are we saying that it's very expensive to raise a child with disability.
Absolutely.
It is.
Yeah, because from what I'm gathering here, it's very expensive, and that may be out of reach of many Kenyans.
Very many.
Not only Kenyans, but many people around the world. And Maureen, I don't know whether I'm going to make another call, and before I do so, I also want to ask for solutions, because these parents are going through that. What do you think? What do you think would be the solution for medication, for those assistive devices, for you said therapy is taken care of, for access to diapers and other necessities that a child with disability cannot do without? What do you think needs to happen? You as parents, you are going through it.
The government has to come in, definitely, to our help. Maybe they can come up with issues such that some
Is the government doing anything? Let's start from there.
currently, literally, if anything, literally.
Both governments, county government and national government?
Apart from therapy,
Yes.
the rest you are on your own.
No, but we heard that there is money that is given. We were told that.
The 2,000?
The 2,000 shillings or something like that. Do you get the money?
I've never seen it.
Mumbi is not given the money.
Does she have the card? The disability card?
Does she have a disability card? Is she registered with
That is
people?
the process we are currently undergoing.
Oh.
We are to take her for assessment,
Yes.
so that we are planning to take her to school. Because she has to go to school
Yes.
at the end of the day.
Yes.
But first of all, we were advised to get that card after the assessment so that we can enroll her in the right school. That is the process we are currently undergoing.
Is it a tedious process?
It's a long process. It's a long and tedious process with a lot of bureaucracy.
But your daughter is disabled. Why is it tedious? I mean, I thought it was her right. Just like a birth certificate. See, somebody is born here in this country, they get a birth certificate, Maureen. People get to 18 years, they get an ID.
Actually, when he shared the story about, because I asked him about this, the same if he has a card for Mumbi, and when he told me it's tedious and all that, I told him to talk to you.
This body called National Council for Persons Living with Disability. Yes, it is there. It is given money by the government.
Yes, I thought
But
so.
the same body is taking us through, I don't know, through hell to register these people. You know, there are some things you can never fake.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
You can't fake
You
it.
can't fake
fake.
disability.
No one can. According to
No
me,
one.
no one can. Really.
But the process is crazy. You have to get...
Mr. Motebe, do you want to tell them? Tell them.
Now, my plea goes to the government of Kenya, through the National Council for Persons Living with Disability and the Ministry of Health. Kindly make this process simple for us to register our children to stop this suffering. That is my prayer.
Yeah, I think it should be an easy process because a child is here and they're disabled. Let's not make it so difficult when we find ourselves with mandate or authority to issue these cards. Please, let's make it very easy, Maureen.
Yeah, I mean, the parents are already going through so
They're
much.
going through hell.
Why would someone want to take them through another stress?
Yeah.
The process can
I mean,
take
why?
at least...
Why?
Not to put them through fire, man.
Why?
You know, don't put them through fire. Just make it easy for them. Let them get the cards. Let them get the benefits that come with these cards, and let them have an easy time, and their children also have an easy time. Don't sit there and make it so. But I didn't tell you. I looked for that card for was it 3 years or 4 years?
It can take you at least
Yeah, I
a
told
year
you.
to get that card.
Yeah,
At
but me, I
least.
took almost 3 years.
At least.
For
I
my
remember
children
your
to get.
journey.
Yeah,
You shared
and
your
I know
journey.
what I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's they make it so difficult, and I think it's not fair. It's time we changed our minds and just make life easy for the other person.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I think. What about the NHIF? Do you feel, assuming you don't have cover from the employer, do you
They're
think?
privileged to have actually both
Yeah.
of them.
So if they removed that, would you be able to live with your daughter? Would she be able to visit clinics? You have also met parents who are not employed. Is it easy for them to visit clinics and get medication for their children?
It's so unfortunate.
Without the cover, it's difficult. So our plea also goes to the government of Kenya through Ministry of Health and NHIF. Please make this things affordable to the parents, children living with disability.
Or even free.
Or not free.
Yeah, I thought they should make it free.
Yeah.
Because we are going through so much. And we didn't apply to be blessed with children with disability, did we? So please, government, whoever is listening to us, as Auschidys, as a parent, I want to call upon, maybe you reconsider and open ways our children can access medication. These are conditions, they are hard to manage, they come with an expense that's crazy. Make it, please, the policy makers, county and national, make it easy for us. We are suffering. Yes. And our children are suffering, so to speak. Yes.
Yeah, and again, it's not, very easy. It doesn't happen every day to get parents like these ones. You and the Motembeis, parents who are ready to soldier on, parents who have the positive energy. Other parents have so much negative energy. I mean, they hide the children, and they take the children through so much.
Yes.
So if we get such kind of a family, why can't we support them?
Let's support them.
As government, as the society, as a community, as colleagues,
And that issue of diapers, Maureen, it has come over and over.
Over and over in every show.
In
Diapers,
every show.
diapers.
There's a crime
Medication,
expense,
medication.
Yeah, so
Medication, diapers is coming
Yes.
out every time. So I think also the diapers or anybody wishing to assist parents and their children with diapers, please. I am sure our director will put our numbers down there. Reach out to us, and we will connect you to these parents. There are so many. They have flooded our inbox. They need diapers. Please, if you are there and you're touched by these stories, and you want to support, even if you want to give only one diaper, call us. I will link you to a parent who will have a very easy time if you give them that diaper. Don't think it's too small or few. Just give us whatever you have. I will connect you to them, because our inboxes are now flooded, and the issue comes back. It's diaper like
Yes.
this, and we make it better for them.
Yeah, and also a call to the doctors. If you're out there, you're a doctor, qualified doctor, I'm sure you've seen these stories, and most of the times these parents are in need of your professional opinion.
Yes.
You're in need of the services. If you're out there, we don't need to charge every time. Once in a while, you can say, I'll give this as my charity, and then probably you can call the numbers. We connect you to the parents or to these families. It's a matter of working together, kusaidiana, kushikana mkono.
And I think one day, Maureen, you may need to invite them, the doctors,
Yeah.
to this show. Then they come and shed more light about these conditions from a professional angle.
Yes.
Yes.
Because even also getting the diagnosis, most of the parents have shared it's not easy.
It's not
like
easy.
for Mumbi, we've not even been able to get to get
exactly.
the exact
problem.
Yes.
And she's turning 7.
She's
remember?
turning 7. Imagine they are yet to send some samples to
South Africa.
India.
to India. You can imagine. Maybe you're a doctor, you are there. God has blessed you. You can help them out.
Yes.
Why not? Just come out. Say, for this one, I'll do it. Or for this one, I'll refer you to this and
Yes.
this. We need that kind of assistance.
Yes.
We support each other.
Yes.
The journey is already tough.
Yes.
Let's make it easier for
Easy.
them.
Yeah.
Let's make it easier for them. Wow. Closing remarks. Our director is telling us time is up. Movie story has really carried us.
Yeah, so
yes,
we
our
have,
time
we
is
have
up.
our guests here. Because time is not on our side. Do you have any closing remarks for the show, maybe, before we say goodbye?
Okay. Mine is a call to the parents of the special children. Let us come out. Let us speak about it. It is healing. Some of us are hiding these children, but kindly remember they are a child like any other.
Yeah.
Bring them out so that they can be assisted.
Yes.
Thank you.
Let me echo my husband's words. Do as you have heard. Please, you don't benefit that kid by hiding her or him. Actually, in other words, you are even disadvantaging the kid. If you expose them, I think they can they can be way much better. Another thing, take her or him anywhere where other kids go. Take the kid to church.
Yes.
Personally, we go with Mombi in church, upper cathedral. And at times people stare. You know, she will do funny things.
Yes.
People will wonder, but I don't care. At times I feel so emotional.
Good.
You know, as a mother, you'll feel it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Up to, I think last year, towards the end, when I said she'll be going to Sunday school. And then go there with the aunt, the teacher accommodating the kid.
Yes.
And I feel, at least,
You feel better.
there's something going on.
Yeah.
Disability inclusion.
Yes.
Disability inclusion.
The other thing I will mention is touching the government. Please, let us be lenient. Let us be human. At times you go to these hospitals and you wonder, I'm carrying my baby at the back and I have to go through the process. If I have to talk about maybe even the local hospitals, you'll find that I have to go through the process. My baby is hyperactive. You see? And I have to go from stage 1, cut a receipt. Sijui enter this part, go to the other part. It's tedious. It's tedious.
I feel you. I feel you.
It's tedious because even people wonder. Na unajua sasa utaambiwa si umekuja umechelewa. Yes, nimekuja nimechelewa, but you don't know
what I have to go through.
Yeah.
what I have gone through. Even preparing that kid
It's a
itself is a
process.
problem.
So you think they should introduce like express counter?
Express counter,
Yes.
yes, that's what I was thinking.
Yes.
Warukishwe.
Especially
Express.
when I'm going to therapy, the OT, occupational therapy part.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me, go straight to the occupational therapist? That's where you are going to get your receipt. I have to follow the process where regular people go through.
Tedious process.
I think they should check on that.
Yes.
Lastly, but not the least, let me talk on about education. Personally, I don't know where to take my baby currently to school. And again, I know it's expensive because if, let's say, I take her to a regular school, it will be a problem because of even the meals. Let's have a way. At least in Machakos, I have not found, yes, there's a school for the disabled, but at times you see these public schools, they are not the best, I'm sorry to say, because of the services that are offered there.
Yes.
So you may feel like, if I take my kid there, I may not be very comfortable.
Yes.
Yes. Let's do something to improve such that even someone who is about to take the kid to a private school is envying the public school. And I say,
Yes.
that's the best.
Yes.
Let's improve
Yes.
such that
Yeah.
the public schools are not defeated by the private sector.
Yes.
Because at times, if I'm told to take Mombi to a boarding school, I may not accept. Because I know life might not be easy. And I know how expensive the boarding schools and the private schools for the disabled are. So let's check on that also. Lastly, let me thank you for hosting us. Actually, this is the first time I'm talking about my daughter on the screen.
Yes.
I've never.
Wow.
I've been having the passion to talk about it, but I've never had the platform. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And for my husband, I think he is the best.
Oh, yes.
He is the best.
No.
He is the best.
You're blessed. You're blessed. You're blessed to have it.
Amen.
We don't
Because
see
I
this
remember-
a lot.
I remember when we went, actually, what I'm saying about going to Meru, we had our nephew. We had lost our nephew. And then I remember him saying, mimi akimwambia hapa ni kukufa, namfuata the following day.
My goodness.
So, he is too much in love with the baby. To some extent,
Proud of you.
to some extent, it's like I'm the one who is not the mother. He seems to be the mother. Sometimes anakuja anapata, na mbona mwambia kwa hivi? You see? Mbona hujamfanyia hivi? Na umemfanya? Na umemvalisha? Na
Is it?
until you wonder, I'm the mother.
blessed. You're
So,
blessed.
thank you so much.
Wow. That's powerful. That's powerful.
I'm speechless.
I want you to know that we are also proud of you. You are a mother and a half.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking care of Mumbi. Thank you for taking care of your husband and your other daughter. You're one in a million. You're one in a million. I'm so proud of you. And so, viewers, my closing remarks would be that if you're out there for today, if you're out there and you know a child or a family or a friend or director, that's my camera. Sorry. Yeah, to our viewers, my closing remarks would be: if you're out there and you know a parent or a child living with disability, or a friend or family, and you feel their story would impact and change the society and empower the society, please feel free to contact us. We would love to have you on the show. We want to hear as many stories as possible. All stories are not the same. From each story we learn something. We get boosted as well. The family values are boosted as well when we see a powerful couple like this one, and they're still together. And these shows are helping a lot. I'm getting so much feedback, and people want to watch your story. You will impact somebody, and you will change their life. At the same time, you could also come to the show and get help. You never know who God will send your way. So feel free to contact us if you have a story. We'll be more than happy and glad to have you. Otherwise, thank you so much for the support that you've given us so far. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are feeling the vibe and the energy. And thank you so much for supporting Auschidys Trust Show. Thank you.
Very true, very true. And as at now, we are at 1.1K views. Thank you, viewers, for supporting us. Doing these stories is not easy. They're emotional stories. They are, and even for the parents coming out, it's not an easy thing to do. So we are saying thank you for being part of this journey, and for following our stories, and for even taking your time, your precious time, to watch these videos. We are really, really grateful. Mr. and Mrs. Mutembei, I really do not know what to tell you. As late as yesterday night, Mutembei calls me at around 8 p.m. and he tells me the baby is unwell, the way the wife has told us. And even we were not sure if we were going to have this show. And I remember telling him, we are just going to pray. And then he told me he's going to take the daughter to the hospital in the morning because of that now, the stomach problem. Let me say, you're courageous people. But we thank God that she felt better and they were able to come. But that's a lot of sacrifice. It is a lot of sacrifice. Even coming, with a baby who was not very well.
Sure.
I don't know what to say. My heart is filled with gratitude. I am so grateful to you for creating time, for coming to be part of this show. May God bless you. May God bless your family. May God bless Mumbi. May God bless McKenna. May He provide and keep you. And even keep you together.
Thank you.
Strong every day.
Thank you.
We have learned so much from you. And I think so far, you're best. You're just nice people. And we've been inspired by your story. And I'm sure even our viewers out there have been inspired by your story.
Yes.
So viewers, we have come to the end of our show. And as is our norm in this show, before we come to the very end of this show, we have to say thank you. And I want to say thank you to Portland Sports Club for allowing us to use their facility. This is that time they have done it. We cannot take it for granted.
Yes.
So thank you for giving us a home. We can call this a home right now. This is like our home now.
Yes.
We cannot take it for granted,
Yes.
So East African Portland Cement, Portland Sports Club, to the management, to the staff, we are really, really grateful. Our hearts are filled with joy for accepting us and for supporting us. Thank you, viewers. See you next week with more stories. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.